desde la prisión, Wilson Manyoma, Borgona.
We back. Masters in the Podcast episode
99.
99. And what's up, Twiz? Twiz came through on the Harley today, flexing.
Twiz is back.
What's up? Wait, there we go. Hey, what's up, guys?
Twiz still got that. Look at that mustache. Look in the camera and show him your mustache. This is what we were talking about last week. If that's not the finest porn star mustache I've ever seen. Oh, I'm so jealous. I don't do it in fear that I'll never regrow my facial hair. Yeah.
Yeah, you might never grow it back. I'll donate some to you.
Bro, I'm ready to do whatever LeBron or fucking these guys are going to Turkey for. Floyd.
Oh, yeah, Floyd. Yeah, did he get like a beard implant or something?
Yeah.
Floyd got the... That's so funny, right? Because people with beards kind of like say like it's like difficult to maintain it. Like you gotta, it's a lot of work. Mm-hmm. This guy just went out and got one. But he got enough money that the day he doesn't want it, he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Men's hair is different than women's hair. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into women's hair. Like, they got to sew it in. They got to stitch it in. They got to do all this. Men just get that shit laid like sod. Shit is just mad easy. Shit is just mad easy. They just got like a whole roll in the shop and they just clip a corner and just stick it on there.
I think that comes from like all of our like cosmetics. Women be doing the wildest shit. Women go through the same process that clowns go through before they hit the stage. It's just the results are different.
And it's every morning.
Yeah.
Every morning. Every single morning.
Isn't that weird?
That's
not
too
every
much
morning.
work. Yeah, you're right.
More mornings than not. And the hair thing is crazy too.
Yeah.
Like extensions and shit.
It's right, and everybody gets extensions now.
Yeah.
Everybody gets extensions. They use it for volume, all kinds of shit. Like the Kardashians got all kinds of shit clipped in their head.
Yeah, bro. I got a cousin. Every time I go to her house, she got like a different wig on. Sometimes I don't even be recognizing her, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not even kidding, bro. She just be having different wigs on. I'm just like, who the fuck is that? Who are you? That's just crazy to me.
Yo,
bro.
it's unbelievable, bro. It's like, we don't have anything really that's equal to that. There's nothing that we switch up on a daily basis that changes who we are. Like since I was in high school, at least, or junior high school, where people were buying those colored contact lenses at the hair store.
Oh my God.
Then when people was coming through flexing with the gray contacts.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so mad that I didn't have the balls of pulling them freaking dirty ass contacts from the hair spot in my eyeball. Thick ass
plastic. My girl's best friend had green contacts for so long that I believe at some point I was kind of like, wait, you don't have emerald colored eyes?
She's like, no. I was getting those at popcorn. You tripping? Nah, that's crazy shit, bro. They didn't even look real. It's like they all look like the Twilight eyes.
Yeah, that's a fact. And they didn't match. A lot of people would throw them in and it just completely threw off. It's like, bro, all right, man, listen. You look like me, and these light blue eyes I'm not getting, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting light blue eye vibes from over there.
I'm not convinced.
Yeah, I'm not exactly. You need more people.
Yeah, people are doing it. They look like Mortal Kombat characters. People coming in looking like smoke and shit in math class. I'm like, why you got gray eyes? I was like, who got gray eyes?
You look like you got like a birth defect. You look like this wasn't supposed to happen. Like you're an anomaly.
Yeah, it wasn't. You look like you swim very differently. Like you got webbed toes. Look like you're aquatic.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Those eyes ain't the only thing you got. What else you got?
Yeah, what else you got going on? For real, bro.
You got gills?
You definitely got gills, don't you?
Pull up your shirt.
Pull it.
That's inappropriate. You can't ask people to show you their gills nowadays.
You can't ask people to show you their gills.
Remember back in the day, you could just be like, you got gills? Let me see.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it'd be normal. I ain't got no gills. Pull up your shirt real quick. Just to prove a point.
I'll tell you what. Spider-Man might have gills coming in the next issue or something like that because things are getting different. Yeah. They might just reveal some new shit. Like
they keep changing superheroes, man. Like Batman.
Batman is he's exploring.
What's the story behind this Batman? Is he going to be a bisexual Batman?
Apparently, the new issues got him messing around with a young gentleman. So it's a little different. It's a little different. This Gotham's a little different.
Listen, I don't care if Batman originally came out gay or bisexual. Doesn't bother me at all, right?
Yeah.
But you're going to take the only one without superpowers and make him smoke pole? We can't give it to the guy that can see through buildings? We couldn't give it through the motherfucker with laser eyes? The people who could transform? We couldn't give it to somebody else? I don't even care what he's into, but it's like he's already defined as Batman in my eyes. One of the things that's so badass about Batman is that he has no powers and he's just like rugged. I mean, I guess you could be gay and rugged. That's not like a big deal. I don't know, man. They're going to have to change his suit. That all black, that don't look good. That's not something that would like, you know, that's not, you know, they need to change his boots or something.
Nah, black is the new rainbow, bro.
I feel like if
Respectfully,
they must have done like his agent came in and was like, listen, all right, Bruce, they're on us. We gotta do something.
we gotta
here.
give him something.
You're too dark, too mysterious. You know, you're in the shadows. You gotta come out of the shadows, Batman. You know, we're gonna come on out. It's one thing. They offered us two things. They said one, they can make you a broke guy, you lose all your money, or
They turn it over to
here
him.
it is. You could do this. What do you think? And he was like, God, he's like, what do you mean? He says, so I won't have my money. That's what Bruce Wayne is. Mm-hmm. He's like, God damn it. What's his name?
Yeah, you know what
I'll tell you right now.
Is?
What's his name going to be?
No, oh, he has a name.
What,
oh, it's not Bruce Wayne?
His interest?
No, his interest.
What's his name?
Oh,
hold on. Before you tell us his name, I want you to know that I would also rather be rich. If they gave me the option today, if they said, you're a heterosexual man, but if you're gay, you could be a billionaire. Sign me up. No kids.
I would
fly around the world. I love I love hanging out with you guys.
I would definitely I'll have to sit down and have a talk with my girl. I'll be like, listen, we're gonna have to hide you.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to get this money.
Yeah, Jack.
We're trying to get this money.
I'd be bisexual. Bisexual.
Yeah. You know?
No, you can't put me in a box, okay?
Yeah, you can't.
I can be whatever I want.
Yeah, you definitely can.
How
Bro.
fucking dare you?
Listen,
I am Batman.
I'm Batman, and that's what it is. What are you going to say? What's anybody going to say to Batman?
He'll throw one of those fucking bat stars at you, those fucking ninja stars, but they're shaped like bats.
batarangs.
Yeah, but is that what they're called?
Yeah, I think they go back.
Yeah, he'll pull something out that belt, put it in your asshole.
Oh my God.
You kidding me?
Put this episode on the Patreon.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing to Batman. He's so strong, you can't disrespect him.
Nah, Batman is already. What people fail to remember is that Batman's already 10 steps ahead of you. That's like his niche. Like he's like, oh, I don't got no powers. All right, this is chess. So by the time you go to punch him in the face, he's already disabled you in like 16 different ways. You don't even realize it. For real. That's the thing about Batman. Like
You're 100% right. Yo, shout out to Juan and Spaz in the chat. Yo, thank you, Spaz, for telling me about the hand thing. People are gonna don't clip that. But thank you, man.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Did you? Oh, you guys are all seeing me do that, and nobody said a word.
Well, I don't want to. I don't want to blow you up. It's your thing,
Yeah.
your shtick.
We're gonna wheel that fucking camera up a little bit higher. I told you guys I like to wear sweatpants. I don't want to be seen from the fucking waist down, guys. We talked about this.
It's not from the waist down. It's just like there's a whole lot of trembling going on below the table. Nobody knows what's going on. But Batman's superpower is thinking ahead. Yo, shout out to Seeker in the chat.
What up, Seeker? Yo, tell us what his love interest. Who's his love interest? Is he another? Well, give us some background. Who's his love interest?
So pretty much what it says is in the comic, a young Bruce Wayne gets close to his fellow trainee Blank after they escape from a Russian prison. The pair shares a deep look into each other's eyes as it appears they're about to kiss before they are interrupted. The scene between Bruce Wayne and Blank is garnering huge responses from the netizens. Twitter's gone crazy over the fact that Batman could be bisexual, with one user writing, I'm working on trying to fully explain my thoughts on the possibility of a bisexual Bruce, but I do get it. Batman as a character was dealt very closely with identity. With identity inclusion, my favorite comic, and because of that, I think his character is relatable to people who are LGBT plus.
Two things. Nothing can make you want to kiss another man like being in a Russian prison. I think that we learned this from that last sentence.
He was in a Russian jail when this happened. You said
they escaped. Yeah. They escaped from a Russian prison. Him and this guy. And when I tell you guys the name, you guys are gonna die.
Hold on.
That's why I haven't said it.
Don't say the name yet, because prison to make you have second thoughts about who you're what you're interested in.
Yeah.
You go in, they start looking different after a couple days. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, now that I'm thinking about this, we should have been more aware. This isn't the first superhero named Bruce that switches up on us. And it's okay.
It's perfectly okay. You know, it's perfectly okay. I mean, it's 2022. You do what you want.
I don't give a fuck. I still go watch if it's a comic book. I don't read comic books, but it's a movie. I'll go see the movie. Yeah. I'm probably more likely to go see the movie if he's kissing a dude.
Listen, as long as he's saving Gotham, I'm all for it. Give him his own flag.
Yeah,
fine.
Don't
Give
care.
him a flag. Batman's gonna have a flag. Go for it.
Yeah. Ooh, hopefully it's like solid black. How fire would that be? Black and gray.
Bro, it's gonna be an all black like that with like the Batman symbol is gonna be like smoke in the middle.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like hologram.
Yeah,
like a hologram. You know?
like that.
Watch, they're gonna fly that next Pride Week.
It's gonna be oil. It's gonna be like, you know that color oil slick. It's like it's not really like, you ever spilled oil on the ground and come back and after a rainy day.
It's like rainbow. Yeah.
It's gonna be like oil slick color. That's
fire,
bro.
Now that's
How
fire.
Would it be a black background with the Batman symbol in the middle with like an oil slick color?
Yo,
bro, I got something. I'm gonna blow your minds right now. No pun intended. The Batmobile is gonna be painted that way too. Get at me, bro.
Nah, son.
Come on, son.
They need to send a check. Send a check this way. I was gonna say every time Batman, batters one of his enemies, like when a blood spatter hits it, it's like reflects the color. You know what I mean? Like, so as he's pummeling and beating up all the bad guys, it just like reflects the color. So like you see his face, you see the face of because he's vengeance. You see the face of vengeance, but then you see like a splatter of rainbow.
Oh shit! Honestly,
I'm kind of pro bisexual Batman.
Yeah.
There's definitely more options for accessories.
I'm seeing 100%. Oh
yeah.
There's way more options for accessories and style and fashion. That's what I know. He's definitely gonna switch it up now. He's not gonna wear the same shit all the time.
Can we put him in a kilt?
Yo, he's gonna be in a kilt.
That might be a little tough to be swinging around Gotham.
No, because he's gonna do.
See what I did there?
I see what you did.
Yeah.
That's
he wears a cup.
What I meant. I meant swinging like from a rope, not a bedroom swing.
Yeah.
Talk to us about his. I want to hear about his Mambu Consigliere that he was locked up with.
Yeah. What's his name?
So his name
is Vladimir.
No, it's better. His name is Anton. I told you.
Ever since you got that mustache, I knew something was going up, but I had no idea you were playing a role.
Oh my God, it's method acting.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Is that what this is? For you guys who don't know, Twizz's real name is Twiz Antoine Blank.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. So his name is Anton Blank.
No, his name is just Anton.
I didn't want to say his last name.
Yeah, because he said blank earlier when he was reading.
I said blank because I didn't want to say the name. I didn't say
spelled
the
same
name,
way yours is spelled?
No. It's definitely spelled like in a Russian way. It's spelled Anton, like straight. You know how they like it, straight meat, potatoes.
Anton.
Anton.
Where's he from? Can we get some background on him?
Nah, they didn't. They honestly didn't give too much more. Hold on,
what's his mustache look like? I know he's got one.
Yeah,
is it a thick one?
Yo, imagine a picture of me pops up.
He's European. Maybe it's like one of those thin mustaches.
Yeah. Does he chain smoke? Any croissants? A croissant? Well, he's not French.
Croissants. Immediately, you gave him like a fucking French vibe.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't really care. I kind of wish they would like not change superheroes, not based on their sexuality, but just based on anything. Like, I think we should kind of just leave, like, just recreate one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're not real. You guys know that somebody just made this up 100 years ago. How about you just make a new one up? Not because I care about his sexual preference, because I really don't give a fuck, but simply because, like, it's limitless. Like, you can make you can make different superheroes. And honestly, I'm kind of getting tired of watching the same movies about the same people and with different people playing them and them just doing different shit. It's like, how many times are we going to watch the Batman versus the Joker? And how many times is it going to be a different Batman and a different Joker? And how many different fucking Spider-Mans are there going to be? How many of the same guys are going to play the same fucking, two superheroes? It's like obnoxious. I don't know. It's like, I'm just not excited to see like new Batman. And it's like, oh, now it's being played by fucking this guy and it's going to be way better. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Give me a new superhero. Yeah. Give me a guy with cute boots and a nice fucking and a side boo that saves the world.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. To me, it's just like, all joking aside, to me this just feels forced. It feels like, again, like there's this, they're just, they feel pressured to like check a box, which I have people that I know that are part of the LGBTQ plus community, and they feel like this is very forced. They feel like this stuff is just not genuine. Like we've touched on this before on the podcast. It's just not genuine. Don't make Spider-Man half Latino because you want to pander to, Latinos. Like, I don't care that Spider-Man is white. Spider-Man's always been white. That's fine. He's still swinging around. Nobody's thinking about that. Yeah. When you're watching Spider-Man whooping ass, you're not thinking, oh my God, wish it wasn't a white guy swinging around. Act like can't be a Puerto Rican from the Bronx swinging around and busting ass. Like, stop that.
Yeah, I don't think about that. When they made that Dominican Spider-Man.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck. I don't know if he was Dominican for real.
No, he's black and Dominican.
Yeah, he was black and Dominican.
But I don't think that jumped up the Spider-Man popularity in the Latin American community. Like
it didn't. Again, to me, it just feels forced. It feels like it's just like some token type of shit. Like, you don't have to do that. Don't do that. Make a new superhero, like you were saying. Like, do it with Green Lantern, because there's a lot of different Green Lanterns. Like, even in the comic book series, there's like a planet of Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make them the UN.
Yeah.
Make them, you know what I'm saying? Make one of everybody from Green Lantern and drop a Green Lantern Netflix series.
Yeah, I'll even give you Ant-Man, because he's still fairly his movie stuff is still pretty new.
Nah,
I'll
Paul
give
Rudd
you Ant-Man.
No. Leave Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is lit. I love him.
My shorty loves Paul Rudd.
Yo, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, he's lit. He's made for that. But what I will say, just to add to what you guys were saying about the whole Spider-Man thing, I think I agree that pandering is whack. Pandering is definitely whack. But I do believe that what they did with Miles Morales, which is his name, I think what they did with him. No, I think what they did with him was legit, only because I feel like his story hits a little bit closer to people of our ethnic background. Again, not from the pandering perspective, but just for people to be like, damn, because Spider-Man and Iron Man are my two favorites. So I was always like, damn, I would love the web swing or something like that. So to see like a kid that kind of looked like me do it, I'm like, oh shit, all right, this is as close as I'm gonna get. So it kind of helps. But when it feels forced and it doesn't feel organic or authentic, then it's definitely terrible. And like what you were saying, I was talking to my my brother-in-law the other day. He's a super Marvel head. We should probably have him up here. And he's a pop fanatic. And I was saying, like, yo, bro, if they make another Spider-Man without Tom Holland, I'm not going to see it. Because I'm tired of, like you said, we had Tobey Maguire, we had Andrew Garfield, now we got Tom Holland. If they make one more Spider-Man, if it's not Miles Morales, I'm not going to see it. And the only reason why I'm going to see if it's Miles Morales is because, like I said, I can relate. But if it's not Tom Holland in the next 3 Spider-Man movies, I promise you I will not see any of them, because it's enough is enough, bro.
I suppose I can understand that. And Spaz in the chat, he's saying that it's based off another reality, like kind of like another like a multiverse kind of thing, right?
Yeah, that's a cop out to me.
But it's how they rationalize it, right? Spider-Man movies, they did the same exact thing. They're
again,
like, it was
it's
like
a
a
cop
multiverse.
out.
But
a multiverse is a cop out. It's like a dream sequence in a movie. Like, oh, they want to kill off a character and want to evoke that emotion in you that they killed the main character, and then the guy wakes up in a sweaty dream, and I'm like, you falsely drew that emotion from me. It's bullshit. It's a cop out.
There's people who believe that shit exists, like for real, right? The multiverse thing, that there's another person that's named Justin that looks just like you that didn't decide to do the podcast. He decided to do something else.
I don't believe that shit.
No, you think we're the only ones?
I think we're the only ones that are us. I don't know if there's another, then again, what do I know? That's just what I believe. Same way some people believe in God, some people don't believe in God. Like, I'm not trying to burden myself with that level of thought. To me, that's just like too much goddamn work. I got too much shit going on in my verse. My you know what I'm saying?
16. You trying to get a 16 together.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. I can't.
It's definitely an interesting, it's an interesting theory, right? Much more interesting than the Earth being flat. Like, if we want to fucking sit back and shoot the shit about something that ain't real, and you got to choose between the multiverse and the Earth being flat.
Oh, between what's more false?
What's more of an entertaining conversation,
Well, one has been proven completely to be false, and the other one is just, there's no way to prove it yet. So really, it's the only conversation to be had.
Yo, there's a me that doesn't like ramen.
I had ramen for the first time.
Imagine that one that's allergic to ramen.
Yo, get him out of here, bro. Pack him up. Pack him up.
I want you guys to know I had ramen for the first time the other day.
Facto.
When was it? Mother's Day?
It was.
And you know where he went?
It was Mother's Day.
Tell him where you went.
I went to Slurp Ramen.
Oh, yeah.
Bing bong.
In Port Jeff. If you guys live on Long Island.
Yep.
and you want to travel very far into Long Island,
Yeah.
go to Slurp Ramen in Port Jefferson. Very good. Two things, my two takeaways.
Let's go.
A, I thought it was very, very good. I thought it was delicious.
Nice.
And Justin knows I'm kind of a tough critic when it comes to eating out.
Yeah.
He's the bougiest date ever.
But
Yo, you could take this guy to Ruth Chris, and he'll be like, I mean, it wasn't Tango or nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't dry age.
It wasn't Tango.
I don't say that about Tango. I'm not a huge Tango fan. I'm not picky. I just have like I don't know whatever it is. But I thought it was very good. One thing I didn't know is that shit sends you to the bathroom.
If you drink all the broth.
Yeah, it depends on. Wait, you got the classic?
I had the spicy.
Well, that's why spicy.
Bro, when I tell you I didn't even get to leave that place, bro.
Yeah, bro, spicy.
I didn't even get through my second pork bun.
It's because you got
that shit ran through me, bro.
You gotta-
I don't want to get gross, but when I tell you that shit made it through me, it was like that Trojan horse. It's a gift. Come on in.
Yeah.
That's how that shit went through me, bro.
You got that baby tummy, man.
It was gross. And then I had at that point I enjoyed it and I needed more.
Nice.
So I said to myself, let's go get more ramen. Like a week later.
Nice.
And I find another place that serves ramen, and it's close to us.
Where'd you go?
Koi
Kokoro?
Koi Kokoro.
Nah, I'm not even. You know what?
It was dog shit. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
All right,
Bro,
listen.
their noodles, dog shit. It tasted like top ramen noodles.
Yo, listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you this much. All right.
But their pork belly buns are bomb.
I did have the pork belly buns, and I will say they were good, and some of the sushi was good.
No, the sushi's okay.
The sushi's good. I like sushi's
The
not
sushi's
bad.
okay. If I ever go there, I go there for sushi, and they have like a salmon bowl is good. But here, let me say this once and for sure for everybody. Yo, for everybody in the back, Koi Kokoro is trash. Don't buy ramen from there ever. If I see you in there, I will smack the bowl out of your hand. Do not go there. Their ramen is trash. Their sushi's okay. Get the lunch special, 3 rolls, whatever. Do your thing. The ramen is basura. All right, so please do yourself a favor. Stay far away from there. Go to Slurp. Go to MB. Go to there's another spot that just opened up over there in Stony Brook. I forget the name. The chef over there was like a sous chef at a Michelin rated restaurant. There's a million other places to go. I'd even send you to Iron Ramen before I send you to Koi Kokoro, and I don't even like Iron Ramen.
So my thing was, it was close, right? It was like an availability thing. I didn't, and I figured it's on like Main Street. Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, Koi Kuroko, it's on. I called it
Koi Kuroko.
When I found it, I was calling it Koi Kuroko, but I was like, that sounds a little racist, so I'm not going to say that. But it was.
This episode is definitely going on the Patreon.
Yeah. I swear, I just thought it was like it's on Main Street in like a happening spot of town. You know,
gonna say in a halfway house.
No, it was in like a
halfway house ramen.
It was a popular area.
Should probably be lit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just wasn't good. But if you guys never had ramen, go try it. I recommend the spicy. I also recommend and don't listen to me because I don't know dog dick about ramen, but I had the spicy ramen, and then I had the crispy chicken.
Yeah, the karage chicken.
That shit is bomb.
That shit is delicious.
In the bowl with the rice?
No, I had it in the soup.
Yeah, he had on the side.
What did I have?
You had the karage chicken bowl.
Ooh, the karage chicken bowl was bomb,
bro.
son.
You put that shit in the soup. You got to be careful though, because that shit gets soggy quick. You know.
Well, yeah. That's why. That's the whole point is to eat it. You know.
Yeah, you gotta eat it quick.
Yeah, but it was good. Ramen, never had it before. Tried it, delicious. I'm on to my next venture. I don't know what I'm trying next, but I thought the ramen was very good.
I'll tell you what.
You did Korean barbecue before, right?
Yeah, I like Korean barbecue.
I've never had Korean barbecue.
Gotta go. Yeah,
it's good, but it's kind of like.
Go ahead. Tell us what you don't like about it. Go ahead.
I'd love to tell you what I don't like about it.
Let's
go ahead.
So they put a fucking you're on a table with a grill in the center of it, right? Flaming hot grill. Not a big deal, but you got to like cook your own food, and you get like a lot of food. Like some of them are like all you can eat. So you have to essentially cook your own food, which is the only downside of it is that you have to cook your food. So like as you're cooking your food, like the rest of your food is going to kind of get cold. It's like a process. It's like a gimmick almost. I'd rather go to a Korean barbecue place where they don't wear like there isn't like the grill on the table, and I'm not making it myself.
Yeah,
it's like it's cool the first time. The second time I went, I was kind of like, yeah, I could deal with not having to watch this meat cook. Somebody could whip this up in the back and just bring it to me, and I think I'd just be just as happy. As a matter of fact, I think I'd be happier because I'm not that good of a chef.
Yeah,
that's why.
Go to Sambop.
Sambop?
Sambop. Go to
Where's
Sambop.
that? Where is it?
That's in Stony Brook. That's over 347.
That's just mad far, bro. You got a good boba spot? You know a lot about Asian food.
Boba?
Yeah, you got a good boba spot?
There's a few good boba spots.
There's a spot over here that I forgot the name of it though. I forgot the name. I'll let you know.
When you rethink of it, you can tell us, what is boba? What is that? What's in those balls?
Tapioca.
Tapioca. Yeah, tapioca.
Tapioca balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like boba.
Yeah, I don't really. Sometimes I get it without it. I get like a coconut. I'll get like a coconut bubble tea, and then I'll just tell them to no tapioca.
No tapioca.
Depending how I feel.
Now this is gonna sound dumb, but I just don't know. Is tapioca like tapioca and tapioca pudding? Is that synonymous? Are they the same thing?
They're made from the same substance, but they're prepared differently. Like the tapioca balls, it's not like pudding balls. They're more like
They're
mushy.
like Jello. Yeah, I've had them before,
Yeah,
but I've never had tapioca pudding,
It's
so I
like
don't know if that's like that.
It's just tapioca flavored pudding.
What is tapioca?
God damn, bro.
Bro,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
listen, I don't
want
even
you-
know because I don't like it.
Can we go? Can you tell us?
Yeah,
Of
pull that
course.
up because this
Of course
guy
I
is
can.
riddling me with the questions. I
don't know
had
what
him-
tapioca
I thought I was
is.
fighting you off.
No,
and
bro.
then you just came with more inquiry.
yeah,
You know
wanted
that?
to
You
know.
know my parents never gave me that shit. Tapioca.
You want the definition or you want
in
the-
my house they had fucking avena and fucking farina.
And me
And
too. And
farina.
rice pudding.
Yeah, exactly.
And bread pudding.
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
All right, so definition: tapioca is a starchy substance in the form of hard white grains obtained from cassava and used in cooking for pudding and other dishes.
Oh, cassava.
Cassava, look at that.
Yeah, interesting. Learn
Interesting.
something every day.
That's
You
great.
definitely
you
do.
definitely do.
Yeah, I don't think they're bad. They give you that thick ass straw, which kind of helps you fucking drink that thing in like 3 seconds. You got to be careful.
They
Also-
give you that to get the tapioca balls up.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
you
that's a
could
fact.
fucking choke on one of the puppies coming up at 65 miles an hour. That shit's coming up the pipe with
Shit's
force.
like a paintball gun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You gotta put your tongue over that straw to hold
Yo.
them things out from hitting the back of your throat. Pause, Batman. Go ahead.
Yo, get your mans, bro. Listen, you know what those little tapioca balls.
Thank God we don't need to make no money off this.
Yeah.
Thank God it's ain't monetized. Go ahead.
You know what those little tapioca balls remind me of?
Marbles?
Not to be
I've already
disgusting or
gone
nothing
too
like
far
that.
this
Fish
episode.
eggs,
Not to-
caviar.
No. These nasty ass monkeypox, bro.
Oh,
Nasty ass monkeypox.
Damn, these
You see-
monkeypox, bro.
Seen them videos?
They do look
Seen
like
them
that.
pictures?
Yeah,
how do
bro.
you? What does it look? Does it like dots all over you?
They look like cysts,
Yeah.
like
Ooh.
big balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
I
it
see you
almost-
looking at these ingrown hairs. This guy's looking at these ingrown hairs from when my tattoo
Pull up the
artist shaved
camera.
me.
Yeah,
Pull the camera.
I got him.
Pull up the camera. Look, these are ingrown hairs from where my artist shaved me, and this guy's looking at me like I got monkeypox. I don't have no goddamn monkeypox. All right, let me live, son.
You're just so hairy. Your knuckles, they're looking like extra hairy today.
You saw they were dragging when I came in the house.
You're such a fucking hairy man that it's hard to tell on you. No, I don't.
High testosterone. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think maybe. I don't think you got monkeypox. But I'm so tired of like these infectious diseases. Like I'm so fucking like numb now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I know. I already saw the president was on like the runway getting off his jet, and they were asking him about it, and he's like, "Yeah, where am I?" And they were like, "You're on the runway." And he was like, mama. And they were like, no, we have a question for you, sir. And he's like, oh, okay. And they asked him, and he said they're working on a vaccine. So I said, here we go.
What? For
They're
monkey?
working on vaccines for everything, though. He could have said that about. They could have asked him anything, and they would have been like, "We're working on a vaccine."
Yeah, working on
They
a
could have told him, "How do you feel about Batman?" And he would have said the same thing. So it's like,
But the thing is that it's a different, now that term is sensitive. It's a very different thing now, because now I associate that with, forcing medicine on people,
Yeah.
potential for losing your job,
Yep.
potential for people's
these negative
kids,
connotations, yeah.
It's taken on a very different meaning to me.
I think initially those are thoughts that go into people's heads, but I think that there's groundwork that gets laid before they start forcing it down people's throats, right? It needs to have a similar effect that that occurred during the shmamic.
But does it?
I don't. Oh, you would think, right? You would think
Well,
that in order for it to get to that point, I don't want to jump. I'm obviously playing like the other side, right?
Yeah.
So
But it's
you're the ops.
I think
Got
that's
you.
if
want to have a good conversation, right?
Yeah,
Someone's got to argue both sides.
No, because I was gonna jump on the other side, and I was gonna say, I believe this thing from what I think I was looking up the other day. I believe this thing is supposed to supposedly first been heard or seen in like 72 or 77 or something like that.
Oh, it ain't new.
So no. Or 69.
Shit is old.
So yeah, so like it's not new. This isn't. What are we making a vaccine for something that they've already been able to deal with? From what I read, they've dealt with it before, and it pops up every once in a while here and there. But it's nothing like this. But here's the thing now, like you said, a lot of people hear the words monkeypox and after the panorama and start to lose their mind.
Yeah.
Everybody has this fear of the black. Can I say? I don't even know if I can say the word.
Plague?
Yeah.
The plague, or you know what I'm saying, or the Black Death, or anything. I could say anything. I could be like, yo, man, I got that. Juice, man. Like
they got a jab for that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, what the hell?
Yep, exactly. By what they're being seen and spoon fed. Do a little bit of research, guys. We have the internet.
But it's like, remember when Zika came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It was
remember.
kind of crazy
And
too,
the thing,
right?
And the thing with Zika was that Zika actually affects unborn children.
Mm-hmm.
So like that should have been a cause for concern more than anything.
What was the other one that came after Zika? I think it started with an M. I could be very wrong.
You talking about Ebola? When
Ebola. Boom.
Ebola had been around.
Yeah, but it's similar to this,
Yeah.
right? It's something that's been around, and then all of a sudden, one guy brings it over here, and it's like, stop! Nobody else come in.
Yeah.
Except for Ukrainians, and if you're sitting at the border. You guys can come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else, stay out.
You need baby formula? Just so happens we got skids of it over here.
That baby formula shit is a fucking hoax. I don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but nobody else is short on baby formula. They got videos of like Costco's in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
They got videos of stores in Canada. People all around the world. They got plenty of fucking baby formula. Why we don't have some? Contact your local legislation and ask them why we don't have it.
Bro.
Something's afoot.
I'll tell you why.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but something is afoot.
You know what I think?
They're gonna drive the cost up. Watch, this is a direct plan to really push inflation. I think they're just trying to force people back to work. They're like, listen, we can't get them back to work, and the money that we're giving them is actually sustaining them. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start spiking the cost of everything and making them resort to having to go back to work.
I think it's
I saw gas for almost $6 a gallon today.
Gas is crazy.
Yo, bro, listen. Before
Bro, it was like $5.80. I was like, I'm getting a motorcycle.
Let me get in on this. Yo, bro. The main thing is, yes, you're exactly right. I think they're trying to do that. The same thing with this monkeypox thing. They're trying to distract people. They're trying to make people have this perception that to get people off of the panorama and onto other things, because now with the price of gas going up, interest rates going up, a lot of people cannot survive off the money they were getting. Remember when everybody was out there balling? Everybody was, listen, they said it was the summer of crab boils. They never seen so many crab boils and people going to Tulum in their life. There were so many wigs sold.
crab wigs sold.
Yo, bro, there were so many wigs. They was buying wigs before they hit the showroom floor. I'm not even trying. I'm being real.
There was pre-ordering the 85 Yaki.
Yo, bro.
Nike stock went through the roof.
Yo, that Yaki super wavy, whatever. I'm telling you, bro. And people were living outside of their means because they were getting all this free money. And now they're like, yo, let's dial back because we got to give it to Ukraine.
More of my tias got their eyebrows tattooed during the Shmamic than ever before.
I know, so with that blue ink.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you know that ain't black, right? Everybody I see, I'm like, you know that ain't black. That shit's a little green.
Nah, in 6 months, it's gonna look right.
I got a homegirl that got some birthmarks tattooed years ago.
Oh man.
And they're definitely green now.
Oh man.
For sure. They ain't no longer.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. My sister got the microblade, and that shit actually came out pretty fucking fire.
Microblade?
Yeah,
microblade. I told you about microblading,
It's pretty
bro.
cool.
I went in a microblading wormhole on YouTube about how it's done, and it's goddamn impressive.
It's insane. Real quick, touching the chat. Spaz brings up West Nile swine flu. The second I read that, in my head I read slime flu. I was like, yeah.
Yo.
And
think that was
Free Young Thug and Gunna.
I think that was a Votto album.
yeah, free YSL.
Yeah, that was.
And
Yeah,
then
that was
mad cow disease, and then +1 for the motorcycle. Spaz, if you weren't here in the beginning, we did mention that Twiz rode here on his motorcycle today. He came and revved it in my driveway, which, initially a younger me would have loved it. An older me kind of finds it obnoxious. I got to be honest.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I loved it. I thought it was great. I love the sound of a fucking.
I thought it was great. I was like, Twiz here.
I was like, Twiz
He hit
is
the
here.
doorbell anyway.
Yeah, he hit the doorbell. He's got multiple motorcycles, so we do have a motorcycle enthusiast. I was telling Justin and Twiz before we got alive, I've been sucked into a wormhole. I am so close to buying an adventure bike, which is just like a motorcycle that it's a bigger, like easier to ride dirt bike.
Yeah. You could tour with it.
You could tour with it. This is what people use to go across country, stuff like that.
Tour with it meaning what?
Drive across like any terrain throughout the world. So you could go, people get on them and go like New York to California. A big trip is Argentina to Alaska, which is one of the, that's one of the big ones. Argentina to Alaska, which is one of the YouTubers I'm following right now. Her name is Itchy Boots. And she's this chick from the Netherlands who, she's a moto vlogger. And Spaz, check her out. I know you're into moto vlogs. And she's going from Argentina to Alaska. And she's not doing like the fastest route. She's like really going through like all of South America and all of Central America. Not just like one straight trajectory. She's like, no, I want to see this part of Peru and I want to see this part of Colombia. So like her map is like crazy. And she's doing it alone. Super cool. And it's like inspired. Like, obviously, this is not something that's going to happen tomorrow. But I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I want nothing more than to go out right now, buy an adventure bike, bring like 3 or 4 of my homies, and just take this trip. Even if you don't do like, Argentina to Alaska. Me personally,
where you wanna go?
I think South America is enough for me.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Rewind.
You got to be prepared for such an adventure.
Yeah, you want to go from
Obviously.
Long Island
No.
to South. Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, my bad.
No.
So you're going to trailer it to like Mexico?
I think you start early. You know what I'm saying? You start small. Okay. You go up to New York. You go upstate.
Yeah, Canada.
You go, Canada.
Nova Scotia.
Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and then you work your way up to the big boys. But I think that traveling in general is a good time, and traveling on a bike, no really time you have to get to this place, and kind of just being out sounds like a good time to me.
Nah, that shit sounds lit. Definitely take some training though.
Oh, not something you're just going to get up and do tomorrow. Like I said, it's not something I'm going to get up and do. It's just like watching her do. I was like, damn, this shit looks like an amazing adventure. Nice. One that I'd like to partake in. It's cool. With the appropriate training and gear. And
like a year.
Maybe even more than that. Who knows? Yeah,
no, it sounds like a shit. I mean, maybe I'll do it with you.
Argentina to Alaska is not something you're going to get up and just do.
I have no interest in going Argentina to Alaska.
This woman, she's done this across Europe before. She's done like trips across Europe, and she's having a tough fucking time.
And this is a very experienced motorcycle rider. This isn't a person that has never ridden a motorcycle and looked at it and was like,
yes,
I'm going to travel the globe on a bike.
But I will tell you that she learned how to ride motorcycles to strictly be a moto vlogger. So she wasn't like an enthusiast before this. She did this and like began her career. Like people like watched her like progress and get better. There's another woman who's a moto vlogger. She rides for Harley Davidson. She's very similar too. She's like, she goes across the country and goes to like different Harley events, and she's just super popping on social media. So Harley gives her a bike every season to ride, and she just goes across the state.
You have to do that.
Super cool, man. I fell into like wormholes about. Before I got this house, I bought a motorcycle. I put a down payment on a motorcycle, never picked it up, nothing else. But like I was like super like had my mind into like not just moto vlogging, but just like that lifestyle of like being out on the open road and taking adventure trips. I think it's super cool. You don't got to do it in a motorcycle. You could do it in an RV. You could do it in a car. Mm-hmm. I just think that idea, like road tripping, is just something that interests me.
Yeah, no, that's legit. Motorcycles, especially, like being on a motorcycle is a different feeling. I try to explain to people the feeling of being on a motorcycle. Somebody once said it, and I'm gonna repeat it and probably butcher it, but it's like being on a motorcycle is like the closest feeling you can get to flying without having wings. Because when you hit the road, once you hit a certain speed, and please guys, be safe, be careful. I've been riding for 2020. I've been riding for 10 years now.
Word?
Yeah, I've been riding for 10. I've had my motorcycle license. I've been riding for technically a little bit longer now, but I've had my motorcycle license for 10 years now.
He had a motorcycle when we worked together. You don't remember?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. He had a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. You used to park that shit outside, and I think somebody else had a bike, right? It used to be like 2 or 3 you guys used to park them right next to each other.
Yeah, I had the black one. But please be safe out there. But when you're, like I said, doing 80 in a car and doing 80 on a bike, two completely different things.
Yeah.
You're doing 80 on a bike, bro. You feel like you're doing $120 or I'll say like $1 in a car. And bro, you don't feel after a while when you get in tune with your bike, you don't feel the bike. Respect your bike and love it, but it's an amazing feeling. It's an adrenaline rush. And when they repave the expressway, then it'll be more safe.
Yeah.
So in other words, it'll never be safe to be on the expressway.
Yeah, you got to respect it, and you got to remember where you live too. We live in New York, where drivers only see motorcycles 3-4 months out of the year.
Yep,
they don't respect them out here. It's not like you living in Arizona or Florida, where there's bikes all year long, so you're aware of them. Over here, bikes are seasonal, so people don't we don't really give bikes the respect they deserve. Funny story, I was at somebody's house like last summer. I was working on his car, and he had 2 motorcycles. And when I was done, he was doing something in his garage. He was pulling out the motorcycles. So he was like, "Yo, you want to? If you want, you could ride one." He was offering for me to take it for like the week. He was like, "Yo, take it and just bring it back whenever you want." He's got a couple motorcycles. You know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. He's got a couple motorcycles, and I was like, "Nah, I don't want to borrow it." I was like, "But I will take it out for the afternoon." And man, I went maybe down the street and turn back around because I was just gonna get used to it and come back around and leave again on it. Bro, I got off that thing and I wasn't going fast. I wasn't doing anything crazy. Just being on it, man. I got off of it like adrenaline through. There's not a feeling that like that compares to that. Maybe like something I haven't experienced, like skydiving or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure you get numb to it after riding it every day. But man, after not being on 2 wheels because the only thing I've ridden anything close to that was like quads and dirt bikes when I was a kid. And it wasn't a big bike. It was an R6.
R6 is nice, man. It
was a nice bike, but I didn't go off on it. Like I probably didn't even go over like 4,000 RPMs. Like I didn't mash on it. Man, I got off this thing legit shaking just from adrenaline.
Yeah,
because it's a fucking hell of an experience. Yeah. I think I think they're cool. I do think they're dangerous. But you gotta ride responsibly, and you gotta be and you also, I mean, like there's a lot of things that are dangerous in this world, right?
Yeah,
like but it's a
monkeypox.
I think with a motorcycle, it's a level of defensive driving that needs to like hit a different level.
Oh, no, most definitely.
You know what I mean? Like you need to really be aware, because I heard you say like bikes aren't respected on Long Island, which I agree with the intent, with the sentiment of what you're saying, but I don't think it's necessarily that bikes aren't respected. Bikes aren't looked out for. It's like, I don't think it's a fact that people see it and are like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I think it's more so that people just aren't looking for bikes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have a lot of straightaways, a lot of driving, and a lot of cars going at high speeds. So I think it just adds to the danger of riding a bike, When
you look at these other states that drive even faster, they have bigger highways, places like Texas, places like Florida, that's nothing but straight roads, straight nice roads.
New Mexico.
And New Mexico. But it goes to what you just said. And what you just said, I think, encapsulates is better than what I said with people don't respect me. I got to correct myself. What you said is correct. Is that there's a reason why everybody in New York, like people who ride, have that sticker on their car that says "Watch out for motorcycles," because motherfuckers don't be watching out for them. They don't know, bro. I'm telling you right now, if you're behind me and I can hear you and I see your lane splitting behind me, I'm moving my car over so you can get over.
Yeah. I'm not moving at all. I'm staying completely still. That's what I do. If I see somebody weaving.
Oh yeah.
I'm not moving.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about weaving. I'm talking about like you're in traffic and somebody's cutting through the middle of it. Like I'm gonna give them a little bit of room so you could just get past
so you
me.
get by. Yeah, because
that's a courtesy thing. I'm not gonna I'm not doing anything weird. I'm not in the middle lane trying to figure out which way you're gonna go.
Yeah.
In that situation, I'd stay still. But I'm just saying that like in my mind, like I'm very cautious of this. I don't want to. A lot of my friends ride, or some of my friends ride, and I don't want any fucking. I'm aware that these things exist out here. And that a lot of times there are people on them, just like we say that people don't respect, or I say people don't respect them, and we're not watching out for them. At the same time, there's a lot of guys on those things that are acting like animals.
Yeah, it's one thing that I do about motorcycles when I'm driving is I treat it like a ball rolling in the street. When I'm driving, if a ball rolls in the street, I know there's a kid gonna follow. So I stop my car, or same thing with the ice cream man. I'm looking for feet underneath. If I'm driving on the highway and a bike comes flying by me, I know 9 times out of 10 he's not alone. Somebody else is coming, and probably someone after that. So I make myself very aware. If somebody comes whipping by, I'm like, his boy is right behind him. Where's he at? There he is. And you can't hear these guys. It wasn't until I got older that I realized why people have such loud bikes.
Or why they keep that headlight on at all times. They keep the high beam on.
Yeah, but you have that headlight on and you have that, that loud bike on purpose with that aftermarket exhaust or whatever, that just so we can hear you. Because, with the speed you're traveling, you're leaving the sound behind you.
Yep.
The sound's not projecting forward. The sound, you're leaving the sound back there. So it needs to be loud for somebody to hear that shit.
Yep.
It's a crazy thing, man. But people definitely do need to watch out.
It's like Twist said. It's not like being in a car. Like you could pull. I've gone pretty decently fast in a car, and like gone past people going pretty fast. When a bike comes by you fast, bro, it is a different feeling than when a car comes by you fast.
Yeah. It's very different. And when you have like those, you have the Kawasaki's and shit, and you got those Ninja bikes. Those bikes, you don't hear them at all.
You hear them you hear them like right when they're coming up and right when they pass you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it. And by the time a lot of times you don't even have any time to react. You're literally sitting there like, what the fuck? And then you see the light when a guy hits like a light or excuse me, or a corner or something like that. Then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. I've had the unfortunate experience of seeing somebody drive past crazy on the bike, and then like 4 exits up, that bike, you see chunks of that bike down the road.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, man. Like
that's why while we gotta be as like people who drive cars, gotta watch out for them. They also have to respect themselves and respect the machine that they're on.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's like so you see what happened with people with fast cars. It's gonna happen more and more because cars are becoming faster and faster and faster coming out of the
and people are getting dumber and dumber and dumber.
And man, you got people in these. You can back in the day buying a car with 770 horsepower was like unheard of.
Yeah, that was insane.
Now you got a little bit of money and decent credit. You go out and buy you a Hellcat.
Yeah.
How many motherfuckers in the hood got a Hellcat?
Everybody, and their grandmother.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, go get one for grandma and them. Lil Ray got one.
Yo,
we gonna go get Justin one.
Yo, these shits ain't toys, bro.
They giving them out like Skittles, bro. And you're right. They get these 770. Even GTRs that are starting to become a little cheaper, like the older ones, getting a little cheaper now. People grabbing those things. People grabbing these cars that off the lot. No, nothing. Even with a couple of what are they, bolt-ons, bro? Out the door.
You thought the Viper was a death trap. Put somebody in a Hellcat.
Yeah, Hellcat is it's a Charger, right?
Yeah,
it's a specially
it's a trim level. It's a trim level.
A trim level of Charger.
Scat pack. That's all I hear. Oh, he got a scat.
There's I don't know them in order, so don't quote me. But it's like the scat pack. There's the Hellcat. There's the Demon. And it'll come like not just the Charger, the Challenger Hellcat, the Charger Hellcat.
Yeah.
There's different. That Hellcat will be in different cars.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not just a Charger. It's also the Challenger has a Hellcat version too.
Yeah. So does the Jeep.
And then
the Jeep does.
The Jeep. There's
called a Trackhawk or something.
There's a Trackhawk those Jeeps. These trucks.
It's a Jeep like my Jeep,
bro.
Nah,
it's like
what is it?
Grand Cherokee.
Grand Cherokee.
It's a Grand Cherokee that just, bro. You watch it.
Damn, I hope my girl's not watching this right now,
bro. You watch some of these street racing videos. You watch
she
some of
wants
these.
a Grand Cherokee. God damn.
Stop playing, bro. Well, listen, for about $90,000, you could buy one of these.
Yeah.
For some of these street racing videos you see online. Shout out to Seeker. Bro, these dudes are in Hellcats busting people's asses, busting Porsche's ass. I'm talking about like 4-digit horsepower fucking Jeeps.
See, this is the thing, like what you're saying with cars getting faster. It's just like these used to be things that used to be, you had to do this aftermarket.
Yeah.
These are coming from the dealer. Now they're coming from the dealership. They're like, these are options you could click online.
Yeah, dude, they're coming from the dealer, and then people are still making them faster.
Yeah.
You go to the dealer, your shit's already stupid fast. Then next thing you know, 6 months later, you drop another $15,000 into it. You got that shit in the street slicked up on slicks,
Yeah.
And it's a fucking Jeep. It shit sits 8 people. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is wild. I do want to take a quick second to just catch up on the chat real quick. Spaz has a lot that he was throwing in here. So he said, so he was talking about bikes. He said he's got a Z650, but he'll be upgrading to a Ducati Monster. Holy shit.
You got money.
Get a
Ducati, anything Ducati. As soon as I hear money.
That's what I bought before I bought the house. It was a Panigale.
All I think of just Lil Wayne, Ducati.
Yeah. Follow on my body.
But he also said that a buddy of his, because we're going back to what we were talking about with the adventure bike and stuff and like traveling. He said that he has a buddy that flew to San Diego and then actually rented a bike and rode up to Vancouver.
Dude, that's fire, bro.
Yeah, he said he had a lit time. So
Yeah, dude, you're on those interstates. There's not like a million cars, and it's just you and a couple of your boys, and y'all are just ripping through towns. Not like ripping at like high rates of speed, but just like traveling through places. And you take like the scenic routes. You get to see what this country has to offer. This country's beautiful. You go through, it's not all like concrete like we see because we live in New York.
Live in New York, yep.
Man, you get into the middle of America, and they got some straight flat roads with mountains on this side, woods on that side, really beautiful fucking landscape.
New Mexico is
absolutely.
beautiful. New Mexico is beautiful. The mountains there is the backdrop, bro. Beautiful.
That's what I hear, man. So that's definitely he definitely sounds like he might be part of the team to go take that trip.
Yeah, Spaz said, yo, I'm telling you right now, he would go too.
Yeah, yo, I might go. God damn it.
We're getting adventure bikes. That's it, guys. We're getting adventure bikes. I already watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I know the top 10. I can help you out. We're gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick one nice for you.
Send me some
I already
links.
know which one I would get.
Send me
In
some
my
links.
mind, I already know which one I'd get.
He was also saying that it's the same thing as a police car or a fire truck blowing through a red light. So I guess that's similar to what he's saying about like respecting exactly the sound. That's what he's talking about. That makes sense. Yeah, because you don't hear it until they're well past you. There's sometimes when I hear those sirens and shit, I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
I'm like hitting the brakes and I'm looking. I'm like, where the hell is that coming from?
I kind of don't feel like we need the one at the firehouse anymore, though. I kind of feel like you guys are going to call. Like back in the day, that shit must have been like that so the fireman knew when to show up. But now, we text them all or they got a pager or something like that.
Yeah.
And we don't got to sound the alarms
They
anymore.
DM them.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I
drove past the firehouse the other day and she was...
How the fuck else would the abuelita on the block know to stick her head out the window?
Yeah, I know.
She don't know.
I don't care if the truck can make noise. All that.
Que hay un fuego. Fuego.
I don't care if the truck makes noise, but the firehouse, you ain't got to fucking sound the alarms anymore. Everybody knows where to go. They got the text message. They're on the way.
Facts. And he was also talking about how people just don't follow the rules of the road. So he hates when people make turns and skip the closest lane and end up in the middle on the far side of the road. People definitely don't know how to stay in a lane when they make a turn. That shit gets me so hot.
That's probably the rule that gets most broken on the road. If you're in the far left, then when you turn, you have to maintain your lane.
You should still be in the far left when you complete the turn.
You can't just be on the fucking far left and end up in the middle. Motherfucker, that's not the way it works.
No, and then people always look shocked when you beep the horn. They're like, what? I'm like, what? Bro,
you can't do this.
You're in two lanes, Poppy.
That's a fact.
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
And then also he also says, luckily, new fast cars generally stops just as good as it accelerates. So he's terrified of old Civics with 600 horsepower and 2-inch calipers.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. But the good thing about the Civics, they're so light that they'll stop too. But
they'll
he's right.
probably bounce off your Ford F-150.
Those things would disintegrate when they hit anything because they just cut everything out of them.
Yep.
But yeah, I agree. And one thing that's interesting, before we get off the motorcycle subject, motorcycles stop very fast, significantly faster than cars.
All you got to do is downshift like 1 or 2 gears and you decrease like 50 miles an hour.
Even without the engine braking speed, like they just stop like significantly faster. I don't know if it's because of it's stopping 2 wheels. I don't know what the science behind it is, but they stop significantly faster than cars.
Yeah. And the brakes are way better too. Like, so when you hit those brakes, you're in trouble. You should probably not really hit those brakes as much as you're probably better off just letting off the throttle, right?
No. 90% of your brake power is in your front brake and like 10% is in the back. If you, for example, if somebody cuts you off and you go to slam on your back brake, chances are you're going to kick the bike out from underneath you. But if you slam on your front brake, you're probably going to endo. So you have to know what to use and when to use it and how to use it.
There's no proportioning valve like on cars.
No. 9 times out of 10.
I flipped a dirt bike.
Yeah,
doing
you
that.
See what I'm saying?
I meant to hit the clutch and downshift, and I squeezed the front brake.
Yep, that happened to me. Yo, when I first learned how to ride a dirt bike, that happened to me too.
I went over the handlebars, head over, and it just so happened that we were riding in my boy Mike's yard. Like he had this big property off of Connecticut, so it was like this big. It was just like it was his uncle's property, so he had all these like horses and shit. So it was like a big like 4-acre property. So we were just like ripping around the property. So the dirt was really soft and like turned up. So. I wish I had it on video because it was the cleanest flip and eating of shit that you ever seen. I didn't even get hurt. It was comfortable. I landed in the dirt and it was nice. You know what I'm saying?
My first time on a dirt bike, I had ridden quads before, so I understood like how to drive it mechanically, but I didn't realize how difficult it was going to be to make a U-turn. Because it's just on two wheels. And I had ridden BMX, so I thought I was nice on a bike, but it's just different when you're on like a motorized bike. And I got to like the apex of the turn, and I just didn't have enough speed. I just fell right over that shit. And I had a brand new helmet on, and I scratched the shit out of it because my fucking face, like where my mouth would be, like hit the floor.
Damn.
Well, it's better to scratch a helmet than break your face.
I'm glad I had a helmet on.
Yeah.
I rode somebody's motorcycle maybe 2 years ago in a parking lot with no helmet on, and I was just moving it. I was riding it earlier that day, and then I was moving it, and I had the helmet on the back, and it like I thought it was, you know how you could put there's like a leather band that goes over the back, and you could kind of strap your helmet into it. I thought it was like locked into it, but it wasn't, and it hit the ground, and I scratched this dude's helmet. I felt super bad, but I was like, damn, that shit would have protected me.
Yeah, for sure,
And
man.
things are strong. All right, man. You want to get into this Lyft video that we got? The Lyft driver. I know we've kind of been going everywhere today. We're at the 55th minute, so we got to kind of
Before I want to end on that.
Go ahead.
So I just wanted to touch on. Have you seen at all this video of this spoof video of Jason Momoa testifying in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial?
No.
People believe this shit's real.
People are sharing this.
Are you serious?
People are sharing it. They're putting reaction videos up on YouTube and all this stuff. It's clearly the fakest video, but it is funny. It's like you know how they're doing some testimonies like via FaceTime and other testimonies like that are old depositions and stuff that are pre-recorded, and then they're having live testimony.
Yeah.
This was presented as if it were like a Zoom testimony.
Okay.
So he's just talking. He's like says hi to Amber and shit, and the lawyer's like, don't talk to her. Like it looked pretty real though.
He's like, "Hi, Amber."
Yeah, but then he continues to talk about about like how they know each other. He's like, yeah, we kind of, and he's making jokes, and like the lawyer's like, you have to be serious here, But it was a pretty good like dub, like overdub.
Yeah, but I thought visually it was like definitely fake.
Yeah.
Like from a visual perspective, I thought it was like because they overlaid like a video. Imagine we had a TV here, and then we just overlaid a video on it as if it was the TV playing it. I was like, well, this is obviously fake.
That wasn't all of them, though. The one that I saw was like a split screen, which is how they did.
Oh, that's not how
they presented it. Yeah.
I seen it like it was like a television thing. I thought it was. Yeah.
I saw a split screen, but what really like gave it away was that they were asking him about being on Aquaman because he did Aquaman with her, and he was saying like, yeah, but there was this one time where she told me like, look at that brown fish in the water, and he's like, brown fish, and she's like, yeah, the brown fish, and he's like, but what was weird was that there were no fish, everything was computer generated. He's like, so right away I knew something was off, and then she looks at me and she says, nope, that's my turd.
Yeah, I knew it. I saw it coming.
I was crying, bro. I was like, this is not real.
No,
I was like, you guys got to be kidding me. And then, of course, I saw a couple of websites that like debunked it and stuff. Like,
debunked it.
It would have been on.
TMZ.
It would have been on the crime law YouTube channel that's been streaming the entire trial, which I've been watching. There's over 500,000 people.
I was talking about TMZ, my man.
Nah, that shit would not TMZ. They're a little more credible. That shit would have been on the Hollywood Fix.
Yeah, there's 700,000 people watching this trial every day when it's on. When I click that live feed, there's 600,000 plus people on there.
Yeah, they're getting views. Can we all collectively agree that when people post video, when people do like live streams of things that aren't real, like has anybody been falling for that Conor McGregor interview, like live Q&A with Conor McGregor, and it's not real, it's just them playing his fucking like an interview with him over and over and over. Dude, this thing has like 20,000 people in it like at all times, and I thumbs it down and it still pops up on my feed. It's incredible.
Wow.
I'm being trolled right now in a group text talking about I got monkeypox. These motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
Well, if one of us has monkeypox, you're definitely visually symptomatic.
I'm the one that was most recently out of the country.
And you were in Mexico recently, and did you go to a rave?
I actually went to a couple of day club parties. I did. I went to 3.
Well, they're saying that's where the
club
monkeypox originated, right?
Yeah.
Not originated. They said this was where the most recent outbreak was sex at a rave party.
Yeah, that's weird. That doesn't happen often.
They said between two men. Might have been.
Is that true?
Yeah, they said it. They said it started. They said it. They believe it was from a rave, but in Europe, and men who have sex with men.
Batman and Anton.
Most of the known cases in Europe have been among men who have sex with men, but anyone can be infected through close contact with a sick person. So.
I will not support this slander. This is like the AIDS all over again. They're trying to convince. No, I won't. But not gonna. History repeats itself, ladies and gentlemen.
History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes.
But it does rhyme.
Yeah, we're not gonna be fooled by this. This is like when you guys put out AIDS.
Yeah.
Try to blame it on a certain group of people. We don't believe you. We need more fucking evidence.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
Facts. All right, real quick, we're gonna play a video. This video is of a Lyft driver picking up some people from a restaurant.
Yep.
And we'll play the video and then we'll talk shit.
Got it.
Hello, for Jackie, right? How are you? What's that? Excuse me?
Are you like a normal guy? Like you speak English? Sorry.
No, you can get out of the car.
What?
Cancel a ride. That's inappropriate.
What?
It's completely inappropriate. If somebody was not white sitting in the seat, what would be the difference?
Are you serious?
She said, wow, you're a white guy.
Virtue signal, bro. Get it?
That's okay. I'm not going to take the ride. You guys can get out.
Really?
Yeah, completely inappropriate.
Oh, you're a fucking asshole.
It's all on camera, man. It's all on
I should
camera.
punch you in the fucking face.
I should punch your face.
Yeah, it's all
That's right, yeah. Fuck you.
Wow.
because you guys are racist fuck.
You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Fucking nigger lover.
Whoa!
You had to go there, huh?
Pull us back to this.
Yeah.
No, I'm calling the cops on you, man.
Whoa, hold
It's all
on.
on camera. It's
Hold
all
on.
on camera.
Oh.
See, what's funny to me is, what are you calling the cops on
That's
for?
one thing I didn't get either. I'm like, why is he calling the cops? What are the cops?
He's
gonna do
calling the
for
race
you?
police.
Yeah,
You know,
the
but that shit was crazy because at first I'm like, that lady was just innocently talking. And then I'm like, oh, husband drops the bomb.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, technically, the guy threatened him. He said he's gonna punch him in the face. That's a threat. You can call the cops for. I mean, not for nothing. Technically, he can. You know?
I suppose technically, but listen, the way I look, this isn't even the most interesting part of this article. People being racist is like not a surprise, right? And it happens in every single direction, every single day, right? I suppose if we live in a place where everybody should be able to do whatever they want to do and feel the way they want to feel, then we should allow people to feel their way, right? These people ended up allegedly owning a restaurant that he was picking them up from. And I don't know if you heard it in the video, but he mentions the restaurant, and then he's like, "Oh, people are gonna know," and boy, did people fucking know. Whenever this hit the internet, within an hour or two, their Yelp was just flooded with negative comments. They got if you could have less than 1 star on Yelp, they'd have less than 1 star. They stopped people from allowing people to rate the restaurant because it was so much. It was just too much. They were just like, we're temporarily like holding reviews on this restaurant.
Yeah.
And Twiz, do you have the reviews up? Can you pull up any of the funny shit that they were saying? People are writing the wildest shit on their reviews, bro. People are putting up pictures of like cockroaches in salad, talking about, I found this in my food over there. Just like blatant lies, which I thought was like, not necessarily cool.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. The guy's a racist piece of shit asshole.
Yeah, but we don't have to lie.
But don't make up shit about his business, because now that's slander.
Yeah, the business people, they're racist, don't choose to eat there. Nobody chooses to eat there, and guess what? His business won't survive. He won't make any money, and he'll have to fuck off.
Oh my God, his average review is 1 star.
Yeah,
bro. Nah, it's bad, bro. This place is. Somebody said that, their clam soup had a fly in it, and the restrooms had shit on the walls and floor.
People are writing. When you look it up, like the picture that comes up is of a turd.
Yo, somebody literally.
They're adding pictures to Yelp of like the restaurant, and it's like feces.
Yo, somebody literally wrote, "Fucking racist. Hope you burn in hell."
Bro, the comments on their Yelp are wild.
Wait, on Yelp you can rate something as funny? There's a funny button.
Oh,
There's a fun.
I
There's
didn't know
useful,
that.
funny, and cool.
Oh, to a review, you can find a review like useful or funny.
This guy's like, effing racist, hope you burn in hell. This guy said BLM, BLM, BLM. Oh my God.
Oh, wait, I got something. This one seems legit. She said, the menu is limited, my food was cold, and the management refused to do anything about it. I will never go here again. That was 8 days ago. That was an African American lady from the look of her picture, and that's a legit review. Shout out to her.
It could have been, and those reviews, even if they're right or not, like those are the reviews that are good enough, right? It's like when you write ridiculous things, it kind of removes some of the validity. But and they're gonna suffer regardless, right? Like we don't have to make anything up about the restaurant.
Somebody posted a link to the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
dude, it's crazy. You got to see. I'm sure they removed a lot of them because I'm telling you, when I read it, there was like 2,300 reviews.
Yo, somebody wrote, some young lady wrote, racism is on the menu. The usage of the N-word abounds with the people who won't wear a mask to protect against COVID, but wear these stupid whole head coverings. The irony, that silly irony. I'm pretty sure this place is where the next Schman Schmemic will start.
Oh my God.
Oh, and then there's diarrhea that a lot of people complain about. I imagine the outhouse bathroom must stink to high hell.
There's an outhouse there?
Yeah, it's sick.
Damn.
Oh my God. The customer service was 100% awful. Was driving back to New York on a business trip with a coworker and stopped for lunch. Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you know what? Some people will go there because they support their movement, and some people won't go there because they don't. Hopefully,
I don't know if they have a movement. There's no.
Excuse me. You're right.
No.
Support their opinion.
Yeah, this guy just
it's not
was
a movement, their opinion.
He cracked the door to his racist ideology. Like he just left the door open. He was like, God damn it. I know as soon as he left, he was like, fuck, why did I say that? God damn it.
Yeah. The other lady was like right on the border.
We're gonna lose so much of our staff. He's like, we have so many Spanish people and everybody working here. They're all gonna leave.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, listen. For anybody who doesn't know, let's just set this straight right now. And I see y'all smiling.
We talking about kitchen staff?
Yo, when you get your food, Italian, Asian, Indian, sometimes African American, the people behind there are Mexican.
I'll give you.
They're Latinos. They're Latinos.
I'll tell you what. Not Asian.
Not yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. But a place like P.F. Chang's.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about places like that.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, we all know the people that cook our greasy Chinese food from the hood. We all know them. We see them. They're right there. But when you go to these Asian bistros, when you go to these P.F. Chang's, anything that's a chain, anything like that, Panda Express, bro.
That's a fact.
It's somebody that's a minority, and 85% to 95% chance they're Latino, and a 98.7% chance they're Mexican, because no other ethnic.
We just lost our feed.
Oh,
we're back.
Wait,
just Twizzes.
I hit the. Are we good? We back?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So there's no other people, and I hate to use that word, but there's no other group of people who can cook at such a high level with such passion for their work and take the pay that they get. Mexicans do it all.
Yeah.
So
you guys.
One of the things I thought was interesting is like I can only imagine what her previous Uber rides were like. I'm not like a super like Uber user. I have been in a bunch of Ubers, and I'll tell you, I really don't give a fuck who the guy driving is or the girl driving. I don't care if they're speaking a different language. Yeah. I don't give a fuck if that's not why we called them. No, I called him so he could take me somewhere.
Yeah. I don't tell him what to put on the radio. I come in and if you're playing Calypso, I'm getting down.
Yeah. The people, dude.
If you're playing salsa, I don't give a goddamn. If you're playing Frank Sinatra, cool.
There's a lot of entitled people who get into these Ubers and think they're in their car. It's like, dude, you're not in your car. Sit the fuck down, put your seatbelts on, and shut the fuck up.
That's a fact.
If I have a charger or I have an auxiliary cord, it's a bonus. Break me off with a little bit of an extra tip. But it's not a fucking like, it's not a party bus. Yeah. It's not, your car for you to do whatever you want. Like, dude, the level of like the expectation for certain people when it comes to like things like this is like ridiculous. It's like, why do you don't need disco lights, you don't need an extra charger, you don't need mints in the back, snacks, like none of that shit. Just get me where I have to go safe within a reasonable amount of time. That's the criteria that I'm judging you off of. Nothing else. I don't really even care if I don't want your car to be dirty, but it doesn't got to be fucking spotless. I'm not one of these people that's going to be like, there was some dirt on the floor from the previous fucking person.
Yeah. All right, then walk your ass.
Yeah.
Then fucking walk. Like, to me, you're getting 5 stars unless you try to grope my girl.
I give them all 5 stars.
You're getting 5 stars.
Listen, I paid for a fucking Uber. I was in the city with my wife, and I ordered an Uber XL, right? That's the big one. What's the?
Oh, you a baller? Yeah.
Yo, I tried to order the Uber XL. I'm like, yo, I mean, me and my lady, we about to go. We were going to is it Tao? Tao's is that?
Tao, yeah.
I was trying to go to Tao, so I'm like,
dude pulled up in a Chrysler Town and Country.
Nah, bro, my man pulled up. No, so they sent me the thing like, yo, you know, Yukon or whatever Tahoe.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, it's gonna be lit. My man, excuse me, my man's pulled up with a dent in the door. Yo, one wheel was missing. Like, it was crazy, but I still 5 stars. Hit him with a little $2 and, you know, whatever, and kept it moving. Like, I did not complain at all. I got in there. I was like, listen, we getting there safe. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to walk. And not for nothing, it was only like 8 blocks. But I want to, you know, I'm with my lady. I want her to have a good night. I want us to get there, pull up, you know, big baller
And
style.
you're a baller, bro. You could afford the fucking
I'm
XL.
broke. I'm broke.
But I respect what you're saying, man. It's like, dude, people just like their expectation, and especially people, and I feel like it comes from people with like no cars.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're doing this because you have no choice.
Yeah.
And then you're complaining about it. Like, I don't know, man. I don't really, my level of expectation for like Uber drivers is, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but it's like, my expectation is that you get to my place when you said you were going to get there, and you drop me off when I was supposed to be there.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll tell you what. We took an Uber XL to the airport when we were going away. And now they got this thing with Uber where you can reserve a ride early. So I reserved a ride for the following morning, the night before.
Nice.
Yo, the dude got there like 35 minutes early.
Damn.
You know, we were still getting ready and stuff. I get the automatic text that like I'm here. What was funny was we get out there, and the dude's complaining about having been there so early. Like, why did Uber tell me I gotta be here so early? Yo, he complained for like the first 5 minutes of the ride. And I'm like, all right, bro, like, you know, I'm going on vacation, so I don't really care. You can complain all you want. But then he was super cool. He was just keeping it a buck. He wasn't complaining about us. He was like, I don't know why Uber tells me I got to be here this early. He's like, nobody's ever ready, and I don't expect you to be coming out here. Yeah. You told me 6 o'clock. He said, I was here at 5:30. He said, why? He said, I accepted the ride last night. Why did Uber alert me that I have to start heading over to you an hour and be here like 30, 40 minutes early? He's like, that's crazy. He's like, it's ridiculous. But then the whole way he was mad funny. I sneezed and he was like, COVID. He was mad funny. He's like, I felt that COVID on my neck. You know, shit was mad funny. He was cool.
How much was that ride to the airport? I'm curious because I'm thinking about, I hate it when people ask me to pick them up from the airport. So I'll tell
you right now, it wasn't bad. But the ride there, if you reserve it in advance, it's good. But if you wait till the way back, we took the air train. Like, you know, the air train from JFK to Jamaica. Then we took the Jamaica line to Babylon and then transferred. Okay. And it only cost us. Yeah, that's what you got to do. But it cost us like $50 total to do that. And then we took like a $10, $12 Uber home. You know what the Uber would have cost us from the airport? $268.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it was crazy
down during peak time. No, but
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I'm taking a trip, and I don't know how I'm gonna get to the airport yet. And I would love to ask.
It wasn't bad at all.
My family, but I've already set a precedent that like I don't want to pick them up from the airport.
Yeah, so you don't.
And I told them, I was like, I don't understand why people do this. They ask people to pick them up from the airport. It's totally like it's completely inconveniencing that person. I have to now either drive there alone and then pick you up, or drive there, drop you off, and then drive back alone. And it's like, and I'm in traffic either way. It's kind of sucky, you know, especially when it's a train that goes directly there. But now here I am, ready to take my trip, ready to fucking beg somebody for a ride to the airport.
Yeah,
bro, it was $119.
That's not terrible.
And it was a Yukon. No, it was good.
Because you live far from the airport.
That's I live way farther than you. I live way farther than you, and you live even further than me.
Even further. You gotta figure something out. Didn't I offer you a ride to the airport once?
I don't recall. I don't remember. But I
might have offered it to you like because you're my friend, but not because I really wanted to take you.
Yeah, probably you probably offered it to me with the expectation I was gonna say, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I want all my friends to know if I ever offer you a ride from the airport or to the airport, it's not because I want to. I'm just trying to be courteous, I suppose.
And I'll be honest, I was gonna ask you, but I already know how you feel about that. So
I would have. I do take people.
It was a super inconvenience.
It's just like,
and it was. You know what time our flight landed? 6:20.
Get the fuck out of here.
So
I would have picked you up and not have said a word.
6:20 on a weekday. So you know what time you would have had to leave? You would have had to leave at like 3:30 to get there on time to JFK.
Yeah, that's my niche. Listen, I'm the resident picker up or dropper off from my family to the airport.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little girl when it comes to the airport. That's all I got for today. You guys got anything?
Nah, that's what I got, man. That's all I got, man. This episode is actually going to be on our Patreon.
Nice.
you know, so we'll let you guys know. We'll send you the link. We'll post the link on our Instagram.
The exclusive, the unedited version.
But again, this is Masters of None, episode 99. You know what Thursday is.
Episode 100 this Thursday. Don't
100.
Don't miss this one. It's
Do
gonna be
not miss this one. We're popping some champagne. It's going to be a good episode 100. Hopefully some crazy things happen in the news cycle over the next few days. Everybody be safe. Hide from the
Monkeypox.
spunky spocks.
Yes,
and all right. And you know, just prepare yourself for the next spammy.
Yes,
you know what
sir.
I'm saying? Because it's around the corner. You know?
that's a fact.
So but yeah, guys, if you're still in this chat, if you enjoyed any of the episode, man, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you go check us out on all audio platforms if you prefer to listen while you drive, because that's the safest way, because you don't want to be, entertaining our visual shenanigans while you're driving. So especially if you're on a bike.
Yeah, Spotify,
definitely.
fucking Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, we're on there. Listen to us on there. The episodes are always up the day, the episode after. So if you're looking for,
And shout out Blue Point Brewery for the merch they sent me. Fire.
Yeah.
They actually didn't send me this at all. I bought it, but I'm just practicing for when
shout
they
out
do
to
send
them.
me some shit.
Facts. Masters of None, episode 99.
Twiz, what you got?
Peace.
Short and sweet.
Oye, te hablo desde la prisión. Wilson Manyoma. Borbona.